You're right up.
Okay.
It's.
Okay.
I mean, it's not very centered though.
Oh, who cares about that crap?
Oh.
Just as long as it gets a photo of me in some way.
Yeah, you look nice. Oh my God, duck lips. So we have a factoid, don't we?
There's a random factoid, Jason Gerald. Jason Gerald.
Freaking. Oh, I was hoping for the. No, that's only when you're mad at me.
That's only when I'm really ticked at you. You know, I was just thinking when you're gone, I need to pull up those random facts. And then I ADD'd that moment.
Well, this has been ADD since I hit play. Did I start recording? I don't want to pull a gig.
Did you start recording?
I did. I can't believe I didn't verify on gig. Like I'm usually pretty good because like 3 minutes in, typically I'm like, oh yeah, we're good. But I didn't do that on gig.
No. So Natalie and I have always dreamt about owning our own diner.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that about you.
Yeah, it'd be fun to at one point we decided we'd call it the Black Iron Skillet, and then some place came out, the Black Iron Skillet. Well, because for a while we were only cooking on a Black Iron Skillet.
Okay.
And we're like, what if everything was made only on a Black Iron Skillet? Anyways, one of the things I love about that though is that I could wear a chef's hat.
You and Sully are like, Sully loves wearing a chef hat.
I think a chef hat's cool. Now, do you know how many pleats a chef's hat has?
No idea.
Guess. Take a guess.
7.
100. 100 pleats. Apparently, as 100 pleats because there's 100 ways to cook an egg. That is the random factoid.
The eggs that are like 75 cents a piece right now.
Unless you go to Earl's in Holland, Michigan. Stay away from there, everybody, though. Keep the prices low. They're $2.99 a dozen.
Are they?
Yeah.
Still?
Yep. Local brown eggs.
Oh, so he has his own chickens.
No, but there's a place nearby that has chickens and actually puts their name on the carton and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, and they're actually nice sized brown eggs for half the price because they're not billionaires getting even wealthier off of us common folk. Jason, conservative Gerald. You are conservative when it comes to money.
I am a moderate.
No, you are. You are fiscally conservative. You are a Reaganomics guy.
I believe in capitalism.
So do I.
But I also believe, and you can't go too far to the left because there'll be no money for the services that need money. You know what I mean? So I believe in capitalism. I understand where you're going with that. Like, you don't want the rich to keep getting richer. But what about that guy that started that egg business from nothing?
I'm not saying we should tax the rich a lot. We should tax the uber wealthy a lot.
But
there's a big difference.
No, let me clarify, though. I'm talking about just general a business owner. Like my business owner. He started it at 18.
For sure.
And he had no money, and he built it, and now he's a multimillionaire. Should he be punished for that?
He should be taxed, but not. I'm not saying the 70% should be for him. It should be for the billionaires. 70, 80, 90%. Because back when our country was great and we could build roads and bridges that didn't fall down, we taxed the uber wealthy 70, 80, 90%, and it worked out.
I just wish they would do the right thing and give. I mean, I don't know if I would give money to the government either.
Let me just give you some extra money.
Let me back that up. You're probably gonna have to force them to tax. But anyways, Mike and he sent me a TikTok about the eggs, and I was like, well, it's probably the bird flu. And he's like, nah, it's these rich people trying to stay richer. And I'm sure there are people out there like that.
I mean, it's some of both, but there are people taking advantage of the bird flu and then saying, oh, the price is going up, and yet they're making record profits. Come on. 2 + 2 = 4.
The sad part of it is the price is ever going to go back down? Because usually when prices go up, they tip, other than gas, it seems that will fluctuate. You never see prices go back down.
Well, eggs, though, because eggs, a few years ago, they were like $3-4 a dozen. And then a year ago, they were 49 cents at Aldi, or a year and a half ago. 49 cents a dozen, which was a little too cheap. I remember going there going, how does anyone make money? Because they're 4 cents.
Because all the birds had flu.
They were just kicking out eggs. So,
well, anyways, back to I know we jumped off topic. The rando factoid is the diner thing.
Yeah. No, the rando fact was the 100 pleats.
Oh, gotcha.
But there was a story to lead in because it was a great transition in, which made it personal. Like,
yeah,
you see how beautifully I weave that, and then you just
but you just blew it up by just being humble.
You just blew it up.
I just want to know why you guys would want to start a diner. Like,
I think it'd be a lot of fun just to cook for people and make. I mean, now again, it wouldn't be something that you'd get wealthy at, so you need money before then, and then that's just like.
But what if you did get wealthy? Would you be okay being taxed heavily?
Yes.
You would?
Like if I made $1 billion, sure.
So you're saying only tax the billionaires, not the millionaires.
Let's just start with those who make or who have 1 billion or more. Let's start there, and then let's see how it all works out.
Do you think if I win the lottery tomorrow, the Mega Millions, it's in the billions, I should be taxed heavily?
Well, the funny thing is you'll be taxed more than the billionaires by winning the lottery, which would only, you would end up with only hundreds of millions.
But doesn't the doesn't the tax from the billionaires though that are getting taxed, isn't that tax holes that we've created in the law? Like they're not
created or they've created.
Well, they've created
by buying politicians.
Right, but
like that's the whole point.
But okay, going back to the bottom, how do we change that?
We got to vote out the stupid people.
But you tell me, you share me this stupid
TikTok. sharing it helps because then we start going, so-and-so is going to vote a different way than that. Maybe I should look at voting for somebody different so that we can fix this. Boom.
Moving on. Mike doesn't know how things work. The sponsor of Threads is Irvine's Auto Repair Grand Rapids Hybrid, where Mike...
Who shouldn't be taxed at a heavy rate because they're not billionaires.
Right. Oh, I mean, they might be after my truck gets done getting repaired.
Uh-oh.
My car is currently at Irvine's. Right now, I dropped it off today at 4 p.m. Having some transmission trouble. So yeah, I dropped it off there and got a loaner car, which you can get as a customer of Irvine's too.
And it was a really nice car. When I pulled in, I was like, "Did Avery get a car?" I'm like, "Nope. I bet it's a
Honda."
Nice.
I've never driven a Honda from them. It's only been the Priuses, but it's a Honda Accord, which I will never be able to be a sedan guy again.
That's not true because I remember last year when we rocked, I think you had that exact car.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember driving it before. But anyways, I sit so low in that thing. Like, I don't think I'll ever be able to get a sedan. But anyways, 532-6600 or irvines.com. Mike, what street are they located on? Do you remember from
Stafford?
Yay! Boom. Good job. I can't believe you remembered it.
It's only because I remember it was connected to Matthew Stafford.
Oh, nice.
That's the only reason I remembered.
So I lost my train of thought because I just got a text. You go ahead and yell at me. So yeah, 532-6600. They're located on Stats 600. I want to thank our Patreons, Joe P, Kate K, Lisa K, Megan D, Adam S, Chrissy D, which I don't see anyone online right now. What the fuck?
I wouldn't want to hang. You might as well just say, what is up with you and like apologizing for swearing? Let's go off topic, Scott.
No, I'm not going to apologize anymore.
Because like to my aunt who listens, she ended up meeting you and you apologized for swearing. She's like, I don't care that you swear.
Oh, she didn't say it like that. Oh no. That was the really quiet spoken lady, right?
Yeah, shorter hair.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I did say that to her.
Yeah.
I was thinking your mom.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, to my mom, you maybe should apologize, but to my aunt, she doesn't care that you swear.
Yeah, we never talked about that.
Yeah, let's talk right now. We have a moment.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love that she listens, but I'm very weirded out because not weirded out, they just seem super conservative,
but they still listen. So
is it like her dirty little secret? Oh no, it can't be a secret because she talked to me.
I mean, she talks about it, and I mean, she listens to the music that would probably have then. I don't know exactly what music she listens to, but what about it makes you? I've noticed at multiple places you apologize for swearing, and that's just normal, Jason. Like if you are on Telegram with Jason, he'll drop all sorts of swear bombs.
I mean, swearing to me, I don't want to offend somebody that makes them uncomfortable. Like my bosses, they don't like swearing. I try my hardest not to swear. I drop some here and there, especially if I'm frustrated or I hurt myself.
Yeah, I'll
drop it. But I try to be respectful to the people that really have a problem with it. I'm not going to be a dick about it. And just like my coworker, he drops JCs and GDs. And I'm going to try my best not to do that in front of my bosses, not just because of their bosses, because out of respect for what they don't want to hear.
I totally get that there. Now this is your show, our show. And if you swear like you do in normal life and somebody chooses to listen, why would you apologize for being you on an unfiltered show?
You're right. You're 100% right. It's just like, I feel bad because like, oh, you just seem such like a kind person. I am just so raw around the edges. And I shouldn't. If she likes to listen, then I should say thank you. I appreciate the fuck out of you.
and maybe like she listens to you and she feels more free to be herself.
Yeah, maybe a little bit she can live through me, and
you're cussing.
In my cussing, even though I don't think cussing's that big of a deal, as long as you're not disrespectful.
No, but you do think it's a big deal because you apologize for it.
Clearly.
Boom. Yes.
You are right. 2 points. Oh my God. We got Humble Mike in the house tonight, guys. Humble Mike. I can't believe that. But yeah, no one is online. And, normally we at least have Adam or Kate. Like, she's a champion too. But I mean, what are we going to do with that? What are you talking about? Why did you just let me do it? And you spoiled my pausing of the thing while I was trying to find the button, you ass.
You hadn't done it, did you?
No. Let me bring it up around. Stories of the week. Yes. Stories of the week. Mike's dad. Stories of the week. Stories of the week. Still raise the trying to say still raise the Oh, Mike, stories of the week. Hard fade.
Well, I'm going to start with on mine, and then we're going to spend some time in yours, and we'll come back to mine, and blah blah blah. So last Tuesday, you probably edited it out when I had some good throat popcorn.
Yeah, some of them I did. Some of them were.
Some of them were just stuck in the middle of a sentence.
I talked over them,
or I talked through it.
Yeah, you did. Oh, the one that you talked through, I left that in because it actually wasn't as bad when I heard back.
Really?
I think you backed off the mic enough.
Oh,
so yeah,
I'm just so skilled.
Yeah,
subconsciously. So that was the start of getting sick.
Yeah.
That night it was a little bit more in the nose, but it was more just like the nose itched. And then Wednesday, I did work and I got home and I was tired, so tired that behind my eyes hurt.
That's just insane.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you get that tired where it's just like it's tired.
You're so tired it hurts behind your eyes.
Yeah, it hurts behind your eyes. So I got into bed at 6:30. I think I texted you like 6:40. Hey, I'm in bed. Yes, I'm going to be out. You didn't fully believe me until I don't think I took a picture.
No,
which is good for both of us.
Well, I could hear your fan on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's same with Ben. I could always tell where he was with his chopper fan going on.
Well, you can hear when I'm in the bathroom because that's a really loud fan.
Yeah.
So I was in bed from then until it was all the way through the next day, all the way 24 hours, and then the next morning I think I got out of bed at 9. Now I was out for like an hour or so, or like
bathroom, grab some food.
Yeah, or just be out of bed for a little bit. But the better part of 39 hours, I was in bed.
Oh, jeez.
That was insane.
Thanks, Natalie.
Thanks. Actually, it started long before her. Started from Cam, who got it from his school, which shut down for the last 2 days.
And then you guys made out and made sweet love, and then she gave it to you.
Exactly. And that just progression happened there. But it was like, oh man, I was so like, we'll talk about more of why I was frustrated with it, but when we get to another segment. So that was a lot of my last week. I feel like we had the podcast and then I was sick until the weekend.
Yeah,
and
pretty
then,
much.
And then boom, I'm back here.
You're back again. I can still hear it in your voice a little bit.
But it sounds sexy, doesn't it?
It does. It's time to record a promo or something.
People are going to be like, I'm going to tune in to the Threads podcast.
I need that in the title next week. Mike's sexy, sick voice. Brings all the ladies, like the milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Mike's sick voice brings all the ladies to the yard.
I already thought of a partial title. Mike was in bed for 39 hours straight or something like that.
Without his wife.
Without his wife. In bed. Without his wife.
So we alternating here?
Sure. Let's just
Alrighty. So as you know, I have been running. Well, I ran once with Chris. Now
no. Let's not start there.
Oh,
let's start the first one because I'm actually itching to know. You didn't tell me.
Tell you what
about your test.
Okay, so as you heard on the last episode, I am thinking about getting a career in bus driving and thinking about moving on from lawn care, which I haven't officially done yet. Mike's mad at me because he feels like someone's going to hear it, and then it's possible, but whatever. I'll deal with those consequences if they happen. So the bus involves a lot of training, and the first step is you have to take 3 tests, and those tests were last Friday. It was a passenger test, 20 questions, a busing test, 20 questions, and a general CDL, 50 questions. Okay, not the greatest test taker, but I did prep for it. I studied what my trainer told me to study. She said, answer all the questions in the back, the like test your knowledge questions. If you know those and the stuff that we highlighted and just skim over the rest of it, you'll be fine. So to me, skimming over the rest of it means I don't have to skim. Okay.
Okay.
So I go take that test and I start taking it. And it tells you how many right and wrong you have on the bottom.
Pressure.
So I'm fine taking in whatever, a couple questions in, wrong. A couple more questions, wrong. Now, these questions, I didn't fucking read. Like, I don't know where they're pulling this from. And I'm going to have to talk to my trainer because it's like, dude, do you have an old manual? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Even the stuff I found online, I didn't find a lot of them. So I don't know if they're just like pulling shit out of their ass. I mean, they're all related to driving, but it was very weird. So anyways, wrong. So I get to the last question. I can only get 11 wrong.
And so everything rides in that last question.
And I got it wrong.
Ooh.
So I was done with that one. Then I had the passenger in the bus to take. I hadn't taken those yet.
I thought it was the other way.
No. So now my heart is racing because it's building through this whole thing. I'm like, wrong, couple correct, wrong, 7 wrong, 8 wrong, 9, 10, and then the 11 at the end. So I get that one wrong. I did pass the bus and I did pass the passenger. One I made by 1.
Okay.
And the other one I made like by 4.
Okay. Sweet.
So I got those 2 done. I go up and they're like, yeah, you can't take it again today, but you can take it right again on Monday. So I rescheduled it for Monday, which is today as we're recording. Went home, did not skim the stuff. I read it 3 times, went online, answered questions, watched YouTube videos. I'm like, no, I cannot do this. So I go there today, 3:20. I'm getting in line. I realize I do not have my passport and my social security, which you need. It says on the list that
you and your passport again.
I know. So I'm like, text Megan. I was like, it's near the coffee pot. I'm 3 minutes away from taking my test. It's okay. I'll do my test. If you can grab it, come when I'm done with my test, I'll text you.
Yep.
I get up there. I did not ask if I needed the passport before I take it because I'm like, what if she says yes and she won't let me take it?
Correct.
So I take the test. I get down there and I'm going to read all these really well. Like you told me to really read them. So then I read the instructions, which I didn't read last time.
Okay.
There's a fucking skip button.
Oh, so you can go back to it.
Yes. So I get to the 3rd question and I was like, I don't know it. All right, skip. And I'm like, if I only skip 4 or 5 and I know the rest, then I don't have to go back. So I get all the way through. I need 1 more and I have 6 that I don't know.
Okay.
The first one I tried, I got it right and I passed.
Boom. Oh, Jason.
If I would have known the skip button, I would have skipped everything I didn't know. And then I would have gone through each of them and be like, all right, what am I and I may have passed it because I missed it by 1.
Correct.
The other one. So if all I had to do was get 1, well, no.
No, but it was still would have been.
Yeah, I would have only needed 1 more right. It was 1 right or 1 wrong, and I got it wrong. So, folks, read the instructions.
Well, partly too, it doesn't put the pressure on you early on because I think your heart racing.
It built through that first test. By the end, it was just screaming.
Versus like, okay, let me just put that towards the end, and I'll see the number that I need out of this. So that's awesome. Well, congrats.
Yeah,
I did not know about today's part.
No, you didn't.
I purposely said, don't tell me because I want to find out. Awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'm super excited. And honestly, that's supposed to be the easiest part was those written tests.
I think, though, for you, though, that's going to be the hardest part.
Yeah.
Because, like, driving, like, you've driven vehicles, right? I assume
Weed and Feed.
Yeah, Weed and Feed. I don't want to name them.
Oh.
Like you had a trailer, right?
Yeah, it's a shorter trailer, but
still.
Yeah, I drive well. I mean,
yeah,
I've had accidents, not at work, knock on wood, but
yeah.
but yeah, no, like I told you today, I do well by just doing it, not just by studying a book.
Yeah, the other big one will be the inspection where you have to kind of, but I feel like even that is more of like you're just walking through. At least you have like the physical things you're walking through.
Yeah, and then they do train, the trainer does train you, like it's like 6 weeks of like you going in every day for a couple hours and going over, all right, we're going to start with this part of the inspection. You do that, and then we're going to go drive and stuff. Now I have my permit. I can drive. I can't drive with, no, I guess I can drive kids as long as there's a driver that's unpermitted. No, wait, that doesn't.
Like actually just
has a full CDL.
Full CDL.
Yeah.
So that's nice. And now are you going to get paid for this training?
Yes.
Is this part where you start? Because once you at least shown that you're not too stupid to do it.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say it rude.
No, it's true.
They kind of like weed people out. And now now they'll invest in you.
Well, in that you're going to study too. Like if you didn't study, you are not passing that test. Correct. I'm telling you right now, if you did not study,
I kind of want to do it.
How
much is the test?
Dude, you can do it and then just say, never mind. You pay after you pass.
Oh.
You could do the test and just walk out. They would never know. It's just a computer test.
Okay.
And they don't care if you pay for it or not.
Oh, man, I kind of want to do it
You should do it. We should do it as an experiment. Obviously, you can't bring your phone in there. But what I could, no, I would say what I could do, because I could make an appointment too. And then I would make it for a little bit later and then just sit there and record you while you take it.
That'd be fun. I bet I could pass it.
Let's do it.
I'm a test taker.
The problem is, well, you'll know, like, to get your actual you'd have to pay for it. Because they will give you the paperwork. Do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Let's see when we have time to do it. Let's do it.
It's 90 questions.
Nice.
You're like, I don't know.
So then let's go to where you were. You're talking about the race.
Yes. Chris and I ran the winter. Oh, there's my medal, by the way. It's a snow globe.
Oh,
you
nice.
See it next to Dwight?
Yeah, see it.
The Yankee Springs Winter Challenge race, and it was interesting. There's a 50 miler, a 50K. Yeah, it's plastic. I don't know if that's gonna work. Let's see. Yeah, that worked. I mean, you put it on your camera, you dick. My medal. Anyways, a 50 miler, 50K, 25K, and a 10K. Chris and I did the 25K. The conditions were great. It wasn't too cold. I did get cold.
Really?
So what happened is I walked a lot of the hills, and there were a lot of hills there. And towards the end of the race, my heart rate started dropping.
Oh,
so I stopped sweating, and I was getting towards the end. Like as soon as I finished, I sprint walked to the lodge where they had heat and chili and stuff like that. Because I was getting a little. I'm like, if I was out here any longer, I might have a little bit of an issue. But
so, question was your base layer cotton? Was your first layer touching your skin cotton t-shirt?
No,
it wasn't.
Because I had no cotton on.
Sometimes for you'll do cotton as your first t-shirt.
I don't.
You have.
I do my under. No, I don't.
Anyways,
I use my Under Armour.
Anyways,
well, fuck you.
So anyway, you made it back to the lodge barely alive.
Yep, had some delicious chili. In fact, I'm not going to message the race because whoever made that chili, I want the fucking recipe.
You're like, I want the recipe. They're like, no, it's for the race.
It was turkey chipotle chili with sweet potatoes in it.
Ooh.
So good. Had a little bit of heat. But anyways, the race was extremely hard. It was a lot more than I really was expecting. It was hard.
Okay, so I'm not seeing your time. You haven't told me your time.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
I texted you. You must have missed it.
Oh, I
3:03.
3:03.
3 hours and 3 minutes. So
okay, what was that per minute?
Or like 11:48.
Okay, so that's pretty slow for you.
Yeah, I walked all the hills. At mile 8, my GPS just decided to stop working, and my watch shut down. So the last half of the race, I had a guy in front of me. I asked him twice where we were at for mileage, just so I was trying to fuel appropriately.
Yeah.
Like every 3 miles, I was taking fuel and water. but I didn't know my mileage. So, and I had no headphones because I was like, well, Chris and I are going to run together for a while. And then maybe when we split up, it'll be fine. It'll be further. No, we split up at 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
And I had no headphones for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
How was that for you?
Wasn't great, Mike.
Like, were there a lot of thoughts that you didn't want to live with in that moment?
No, it was really weird is being in the woods and the trail. Like did you see the picture? No, the trails just go all over the place. So you'll randomly hear somebody talking and you look around, there's nobody around you. And then it's quiet for 20, 30 minutes. And then all of a sudden you'll hear somebody again. And you're like, it's just the way the trails
because of how it winds.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. But it was a good experience. In my head, I was like, oh man, I could probably do the 50K. And then when I got before I ran it, but when then I got done, I'm like, I can't imagine doing another lap. No, I could if I would have gone slower. I mean, there were times I hooked up with a couple of people and I looked down at before my watch died, I was doing 10:15s.
Wow.
I was like, Jason Gerald, you got to slow down. So I probably could do it, but I would have to start out like Chris did, which good for him. I beat him by 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So not by a ton.
Okay.
And then he had somebody fall in front of him, so he had to help him get up. And
look at him be the good guy.
He like made a couple friends. Like I was like, I love this guy. Like he does things different, like not different, but I mean it's just interesting.
Better person.
100%.
Yeah. Better person than you. Better person than me.
I mean, especially with 2.5 miles ago that I was trailing this guy for about 2 hours, and he finally gave up and let me pass. I was like. He's like, I can't do it. And then in my head, I was like, that's right, bitch.
But I was like, that's so Jason. But you've been yelling at him.
In my head, I did. But then at the end, I saw him. He finished right around with Chris. And I was like, oh, how far behind did you end up finishing? He's like 10 minutes. He goes, I couldn't do it. But what happened was he ran the hills. But I still was able to stick with him the whole time. I was like, dude, it was only a second trail race. I was like, I was able to stay stronger at the end because I walked those hills. You and I are probably equally speed wise.
Yeah.
But you had no legs left at the end because you ran. I mean, some of these hills were like straight freaking up. And yeah, he's not running fast, but he's still like grinding. And I'm just walking at a good pace. Just as soon as I hit flat, boom, and I would catch up to him.
Look at you be smart.
I know.
Probably because a few years ago, it would have been you running the hills.
Oh, yeah.
Past the people walking, be like, hey, suckers.
Yeah, I'll see you at the finish.
And then
you're in a fetal position at mile 10.
No, so. I'm proud of you for that. I'm sad about you for your watch. Did you figure anything more out about it?
I didn't ask anyone else about it, but I did look like I shared that watch-ish thing with you. I think I might. It is expensive.
I know.
$400.
Does the person there, does she know?
Yeah, we talked about it. She said she'll pick up a couple extra shifts.
Really? Look at you go.
Yeah.
You have a sugar mama.
Yeah, but I'm going to wait because we got some stuff coming up. Yeah. So I'm going to be responsible.
What does Chris have as a watch? Do you know? I was just about to look.
Apple Watch.
Okay.
He had some troubles too. His pacing was off by almost 0.7 of a mile, his GPS, but at least he didn't lose signal.
Yeah,
I know all GPSs are going to fluctuate a little bit. Mine always.
Yeah, they're going to be off. Like because even when we did the Holland tulip time one, that was my hand that hit. That was me.
I knew that.
The tulip time though, that one was off, and so that was a short race. But
yeah, it's bound to happen a couple of tenths of a mile.
But it's better than dropping your whole GPS.
Yeah, I wouldn't have cared if it was off. I just wanted to know
roughly
where I was at to fuel and to know like how much I have left to suffer.
Correct.
So at the last, by the way, the support tents, they were incredible.
Good.
They were so kind and they had great stuff there.
Oh,
well, because people were running 50 miles. They had Oreos, chips, pickles, Gatorade, you name it, they had it there.
So did you get passed by anyone who ran the 50 miler?
I got passed by some fast ass people, but I don't know what they were running because they could have been running the 50K.
Oh, there's a 50K. Okay.
So the 50 miler started at 6 a.m.
Yep.
The 50K started at 8 a.m. and the 25 started at 9 and the 10K started at 10.
So it probably wasn't the 50 milers because that you'd be going way too fast for this. So it's probably the 50K people.
Or it could have been the 10K.
Okay.
Because we ran some of the course.
Oh, yeah. So they could become. Anyways, that's always crazy when that happens.
One guy just climbed a hill like he was like freaking the best racer in the world, and me and this other guy are just probably like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So does that make you want to run hills more so that you can maybe run them someday?
Yeah, I mean, no, I think a lot of people walk the hills though. It was very uncommon to see people. No, I didn't see a lot of people because once we spread out, we were like by ourselves. I'm telling you, man.
Were you ever afraid you were going to get murdered in the middle of the woods? I mean,
No,
be honest.
I was actually like, what happens if because there was a couple of like ravines that went down, and there were times where I wasn't by that guy. I'm like, what happened? My watch stopped working.
Yeah.
They actually said Chris went and picked up the stuff the night before, and they're like, are you sure he's going to run? He said it was really odd. And he's like, yeah, I'm just picking up his packet. And he's like, okay, well, we'll assume he's out there. I think it's so if you do get lost, they can come find you. I mean, they have a chip time, and I don't know if it's GPS. Probably not.
No, but like they're probably assuming that if you don't
finish,
then they'll come try
to find you.
Except it should be if it clicked on, but again, maybe in the race anyways.
Yeah, so that was a little weird.
That is a funny question from them.
But I really like trail running. I don't have a lot of trails around here. And when I'm trying to get workouts in and I'm busy, I want to leave my house and just boom, boom, get it done. Maybe I can do long runs because like Cannonsburg has a lot of trails.
Ooh.
But I mean, it's 35-minute drive out there.
Is it really from here even?
It's a hike.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to go all the way down to 131 to West River, and West River all the way down into like.
Yeah. You're in a worse spot than me. You should come move to Holland. You'd have some, especially you moved a little more south of me.
Yeah.
You have Saugatuck State Dunes where I almost died.
Yeah.
There's some good trails there.
Yeah. Boom. And you know, me not training for any elevation. And I went into this race like
very laissez-faire.
Chill, laissez-faire. I was just like, I'm gonna do it. I'm not trying to kill myself, and my knees are really sore.
How are you feeling about that?
I'm concerned. I see my PT on Wednesday, so
okay.
My feet did fine though.
Okay, well that's at least.
Which I figured they were a little. The one side was a little juicy, but I figured they would be because it's a trail.
Yeah,
you're not pounding as much on the pavement, so
correct.
I'm not too happy.
But if it's the knees, though, you and those knees.
I think it's just straight up runner's knee. That's what they call runner's knee, which is pain on the outside of the knee. Is runner's knee.
And is man, you'd hope that you could get past that someday.
I'm working on it. I got this PT I really like. I'm hoping he can finagle the what is it, the prescription that the doctor gets, because he didn't prescribe it for my knees. He prescribed it for my feet. We'll see on Wednesday. I'm gonna be.
Otherwise, you're gonna go back to your doctor, get a knee prescription. Blah blah blah.
Scam. It's a big scam.
It is a big scam.
Like, regardless, I pay my deduct or copay, and you bill the same. Just fucking change the billing code.
I know, but then your insurance wouldn't pay them, and then everyone would be sad. But it is a big scam.
But they should take the advice of the PT. No, we have to go to the doctor and pay another copay, and then they're like, "Yep, you got runner's knee. Back to the PT, then start paying a copay again."
Because the doctor's like, I don't know, just go to the PT.
A general doctor doesn't.
No or care.
No, he just wants to get you out of the office.
Oh, there's paying your first step is a PT. Have fun.
Right.
Thanks for paying me.
100%.
Get out.
Yep.
So I am discovering some skills.
All right. Rapping.
Yes.
Voiceover.
Are you ready for rapping?
Sexy time.
Are you ready for rapping?
Penis growth.
It doesn't need to.
I'm sending that to your aunt. Oh, she'll hear it. That's good. God, that's gonna be awkward now, huh?
Yeah.
What's her name?
No.
Come on, Aunt Mary.
Sure, Aunt Mary. I walked right into what you had there.
Yep. And oh man, he's got a red face, Aunt Mary.
Aunt Mary. Anyways, was it discover new skills? So no, I knew I had this skill, but I like poor Natalie. I don't use this skill often at home. But anyways, the organization that we're church planting through, they bought a new building. They asked if I would want to do some work. I was like, sweet, I'll do that. Started off with just pulling out some old desk, and then there were some holes in the patch. I was like, yeah, I can do that. And then a couple of things I was a little unsure of, like, how, like, what do you want to do? Blah blah blah. The grit of sandpaper, all of that. I'm like, oh, I'm actually pretty good at this. I can patch holes, and you don't really know they're there.
So drywall holes.
And some other just like remodel, like light remodel stuff. I'm actually impressed with some of my skills.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what I'm impressed with?
What?
That Aunt Judy listens to the show.
There you go.
Yeah. I got it right.
You looked online.
No, I just texted your wife. When you were telling that story, I knew you were busy. I'm pretty good at typing now without looking at the screen.
I knew you were typing.
I was like, what's Mike's aunt's name? What are you texting now? Are you texting Natalie?
I'm yelling at her.
Because she's going to have no content. She's like, which aunt? The one who listens? And I was like, yeah, the listen to the show, Judy.
And as I texted Natalie Michelle.
Oh, that's right. Her middle name is Michelle. So anyways, you know how to fix drywall.
No, fix drywall.
Now, how do you ever see, like, I somehow get into building TikTok on TikTok where they actually put like a piece of wood.
When they're not that big of holes.
Got you.
But again, like, and it's an old bank building, and you can see the last people who were maintaining the building for the bank. I'm like, they didn't even do a good job. I'm doing a better job than them.
Oh,
I know. I'm like, look at me find some skills.
A little pride.
But poor Natalie. Do I do that at home? No.
You got holes to fix at home?
No, or places like, hey, I should do that. So then, but if I do that, then there'll be a hole. And then I was like, so apparently I should do home improvement. Sorry, Nat. What? I feel like that that is unjust caps lock. No, it's not.
Should I send her should we bring her in?
No, but
okay. I'll bring her in. Oh, the Duchess finally shows up. Only like 39 minutes late. Caitlin. I know she hates it when I say it. It's not even her name.
Caitlin.
Catherine. Well, good job on that. Home, it's different when you're doing it at someplace that you don't live, though, because you don't have to see it every day. Like if you do it I am so critical of myself. I know, shocker, right? If I do any kind of, I try to stay like even this, they're not quite perfect, but oh, you dick.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Oh, they're you can't.
I'm just messing.
You can't even notice. But I mean, like,
yeah.
What my grandfather, that's not my biological grandfather, but that doesn't matter. He'd always say, you know what, Jason? 100 miles up in the air, no one will notice the difference. And I'm like, you're right, Grandpa. Like, just do the best you can, and it's fine.
Yeah. Well, a lot of that, like at home too. Like I know what I would want, and I know normally I probably couldn't get it there. Again, that's a juicy one.
I'll cut that one out.
No, that's a phlegmy cough. That's a good one. May have shot things at the camera.
Lost your train of thought. It was so good.
So like with my dad is a good enough at construction stuff. Like he actually custom built his own like kitchen cabinets and all that stuff.
What?
Yeah. So like
he had all the tools to do that.
Oh yeah. He has so many tools, but it's just one of those then where I'm like, oh, like I can't do it at that quality, but I can do it well. Anyways, I'm finding these skills. I'm getting paid for them, and like again, just able to keep growing my skills and figuring them out. And YouTube, it's made all that so much better.
YouTube, as much as it can be terrible and just terrible things on there and whatever, it is. I have fixed so much shit on my car. Like even I have had a button, a little light that goes, you just hit it on and off. It has not worked for 3 or 4 years, and I finally YouTube it. It was like a $2 part, and it took me 4 minutes to fix.
Nice.
That's it.
You're like, I got it
just
done.
From YouTube. So
YouTube for the win.
YouTube University.
Help us find new skills. Oh, I'm excited for this next one. Tell us about this next one, Jason.
Which one?
The next one down.
Mike not working out?
Sure, we can go that one.
No, let's do this one. The orthodontist?
Yeah.
Have you heard a story about that?
No, but you know what? It sounds expensive. That's what I want to hear the story about.
Oh, no. It has nothing to do with that.
Really? Let me know.
So Avery went to, it's called Shannon Orthodontics. They're in Granville, and I think they have one in Plainwell. Well, I got an email over the weekend. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to read it. It's short.
Okay.
So tell me what you would do if you got this email. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll cut all this dead air out. No, I probably won't.
Don't say that. So just keep going.
Dear patient, we're shocked and saddened to learn of the disturbing allegations against Dr. Shannon. Immediately following our receipt of the news, our office is closed for patients and staff. We'll be cooperating fully with law enforcement as they continue their investigation. Also, you may be aware that you've been trying to contact us. We will start transferring your care to other orthodontists starting on Monday. Sincerely, the team.
What?
So the man that had his hands in my daughter's mouth got busted initially for Snapchatting an underage teen in North Carolina. And then in a weird turn of events said, yeah, go ahead and look at my phone in iCloud. And there was child porn.
And they're not
tons of it.
And they're not sure if any are patients yet.
Not yet. A lot of it, some of it was infant.
Oh.
And he hired a private investigator to go through his phone, but then they found it. My theory is he thought he deleted it all, and he thought he was smart, and like a private investigator can go into the back end of that shit. Like,
correct.
Everything leaves cookies and trails. Like, even if you delete it on your phone, it's not deleted.
It's not gone.
Someone with skill can find it.
Yeah.
Ugly.
When you first read that, did you want to brandish some sort of weapon and go meet him somewhere?
No, because I mean, as far as I know, it didn't affect my family.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
so do you guys talk with her
talked
right
with
away?
Avery.
Right
Not
away.
right away. We gave it a day, and then we thought before she goes to school, she's probably going to hear. Because, I mean, I'm sure tons of Granville High School kids have gone. I mean, it's right near the high school.
Okay, yeah. So it's one that, yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to make sure she knew about it. She was pretty shocked. But isn't that crazy? Have you ever known anyone to, like, get busted for that? Like,
No.
I sat next to that guy, like, because Avery was having some stress one day. And so I've talked to him, like I've met him. I shook his hand. He's did all the work in Avery's mouth. It's just, it's kind of gross if you think about it.
Oh, that gets really gross.
Like, I'm worried there's going to be more that come out. I'm like, he has access to all the cameras in that place.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, Jesus, please no.
And did he have private rooms or open rooms?
They're all open.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there was a few private rooms, but like when you walked in, there was like 7 chairs all lined up. Not like a dentist's office.
But it just makes me wonder now that you said it too, where did he have cameras?
I'm sure there's cameras everywhere in there.
Oh.
I mean, most places have. I assume
but they could be bad heights, like on purpose.
Oh, yeah, like aim down the shirt.
Or like up the skirts if people have skirts. And he's that type of person.
I could see down the shirt the way the chairs, not up the skirt because they'd be too close to the windows.
Okay.
But
you never know.
You never know. Yeah. I know. Like, he could have put a camera in the bathroom. I mean,
I
know. Doesn't that suck?
Yeah.
I mean, she's all done with him. She just wears a retainer at night. But like, Sullivan was going to go to him.
Yep.
And because he's going to need it. Well, not anymore. Nope. I mean, he's probably looking at a 10 to 15-year felony.
You go to no orthodontist because we don't trust orthodontists now.
Why?
No, you'd say that. No.
Oh, gosh, no. Have you seen Sully's teeth?
No.
Yeah, I mean.
But that's so frustrating that there are people out there. But yeah, that had to be really weird email to.
It's just weird being connected to someone so close. Like, I mean, I wouldn't. He's just, he's not like a friend or even an acquaintance. It's just like, yeah, I talked to the dude. We literally sat right next to each other while he worked on Avery and I held her hand. Like, it's just kind of weird. So
he is a sicko. Is the word below under sicko?
That applies to that.
He is a sicko, and we hope he gets all the jail time he deserves.
He will. The weird thing is, do I have to finish paying my payment? Like, how does that work? Like, I still owe him a couple grand. Like,
nah, bro.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see after everything settles out. I'm like, am I paying this guy like to support his family now? I mean, you shouldn't blame his family. That's not this. I mean,
there's probably somebody you will owe, but I feel like nah.
I'm pretty sure he's married and has kids.
So he's not old. He is like middle-aged.
Oh, yeah. He might be a little younger than me. I would say maybe low 40s, maybe. So
he didn't do his work of mental health, and look at where it got him, people. So do your work.
Yeah. Not good. So anyway.
We should have saved that one for the end. That's a bummer.
I know. Well, you told me to go.
I didn't realize it was that.
Well, so then real quick, Ben, are you like it?
Let's
okay.
Go. Yeah.
Ben made one thing I always hated about Ben is no, not hated about, but what he did was like, he'll know this. We joked about it. He's the grammar Nazi.
Okay.
Yeah. And he texted me the other day and he said, hold on. It's down the way. He goes, "Oh, on the social post about Patreon, it's spelled wrong. You spelled Patreon wrong. I know you missed my editing and proofreading." And I wrote, "Oh, yes, period. It was always my favorite." And then no smiley face or anything. And he's picked a GIF and he's like, "I'm picking up your sarcasm." The funny thing part is on my sticky note, what does it have on there? Patreon verbiage.
Yeah.
Is that how we spell verbiage, or did I not spell it right?
I think even verbiage is wrong. Isn't
with an I?
Isn't there an I before
but
the
Patreon
verbiage?
is spelled right there.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, Patreon is spelled right there." So I was wondering if verbiage is wrong, but he didn't say anything about verbiage.
Huh.
He probably was like, "Oh, Jason's pissed." But anyways, yeah, he would always do that. Honestly, I do appreciate it. Did I go in and correct it? No, I'll do it tonight when I schedule social media. But
and if no one else has pointed it out,
of course not, which actually makes me kind of sad because when Sam has pointed, my friend Sam, she's pointed out every once in a while, but it's always not people that I don't care if you point it out. If someone else points it out, that's not like, I don't know. That means you're paying attention to the fucking thing.
Or no, but most of the time if you notice and it's not somebody you know, you'll just go move on.
Yeah, because if you're a fan with somebody, you're going to reach out and hey, spelled Patreon wrong.
Maybe that's why not as many people have supported us lately, is because you spelled it wrong. And they went to patreon.com the way you spelled it.
By the way, it's a fake name. It's not even real.
What?
I mean, it's like a business name. It's spelled like.
Oh yeah, you can spell it however you want.
Exactly. It's not like it's in the dictionary. It's like blah blah blah. Who spells Patreon that way, anyways? It's spelled Patreon, and I spelled it sometimes Patreon. Patreon.
It's like Megan's. They all spell their name different.
They do. They're all bougie.
And then some do Megan.
Right.
And they'll all spell it different. Anyways, those Megans.
Okay,
so I still reign supreme as I still work out, and you are wrong about me not working out.
How many times have you worked out since January 1st? My nose is running like a
I
mofo.
worked out last Monday, was going to work out last Thursday, got sick, did that, worked out again today, so I can do Monday, Thursday, Saturday this week. So Jason Gerald, I want you to apologize right now.
I'm not going to apologize.
You apologize. It says Mike not working out. That's what you put down here, and you
resistance band workout. That's a workout.
Come do it. Come to my house.
I didn't
record
log
an episode.
My 2.5 mile walk today.
You should have.
No, I don't count that as a workout.
Why not? Are you moving?
Yeah.
Are you moving? Actually, a walk right now is a good workout. I actually get as much heart rate, which is really sad.
That means you haven't worked out. No, listen. I felt like you've still been a little down and a little blue.
Until you met me today. And then you're like, stop working out.
No.
Can you tell I worked out today?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you can.
Kate says, "I'll let you know if I see anything." I just heard the mic thing again. You didn't even hear it, did you?
You
did move
every
something.
once in a while I've been tapping, or if I'll move this.
Yeah. Do you need a fidget? I hate you. Kate's like, "I'll let you know if I see anything." She's probably like 15. Oh, she's probably behind.
Okay.
Unless she's watching it live. I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, I want you to work out more. I miss like running, even though we never run together. I miss the conversation.
Yeah, that's gonna be a while before I'm back into running.
Are you not? You're not gonna like. You're not nothing in the spring. You're not even thinking about it.
No.
But you need a goal or something. Otherwise, you're not gonna do it.
It's not true.
I guess for me, that's what motivates me.
Yeah, I mean, I want to run another full half. But I want to get stronger, and my cardio needs to go back up.
Well,
I was walking today. I was walking, 15 something minute miles. Like, oh, that's good. Oh, the heart rate's going up. But,
yeah, well, you stopped working out.
I gained weight.
You've literally done almost zero cardio since the half marathon.
Literally, very little.
I took 1 week off and started back running again.
And boom, you ran a 25K trail race.
And it was fucking hard.
We should all be Jason Gerald.
No, I just want you.
I know. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. And I feel much better today after, again, working out. Doing
and you were sick this week. I'll give you that.
I was sick as a dog.
You're a dog.
Means. So, Jason Gerald, my county
is a bunch
sucks.
Of assholes.
What in the world is wrong with my county? Ottawa County. I live in Ottawa County in these here United States of America, in the state of Michigan. And there's a whole new board of commissioners, mostly, and they are Trumpers.
They're more than Trumpers.
They are super Trumpers, and they ousted a county administrator who had just been hired in, I think, March of 2022.
Correct.
So not even a year. Everything was going good. He did nothing wrong.
No,
they didn't follow any of the rules to oust him. They didn't even put it
illegal.
Yeah, they didn't put it on their agenda. They amended it last minute, and they installed John Gibbs, who I think ran as like the ultra conservative Trumper, right?
Yeah.
And he is there. They changed the motto from like "you belong here" to "freedom rings" or "freedom reigns."
Yeah, I read it right before we started recording.
What in the freaking world?
Yeah. Where you belong to where freedom rings. Yep, you got it right. Yeah.
And 7-1. The only person who voted no was the guy who lives 2 streets from me and a few blocks over.
Okay.
What in the world am I supposed to do as an Ottawa County resident about these chuckleheads?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they should file a lawsuit. They did it illegally, so it doesn't even stand. So, I mean, they need to just say it's not valid and bring the other administrator back, and Gibbs is out. And why are you bringing a politician into Ottawa County administration?
Yeah, administration. Plus, they got rid of the diversity and inclusivity program.
And if you didn't know, guys, John Gibbs is black.
So ironic.
I know. What is wrong?
Okay, I have a question. If it's racist,
oh boy,
somebody tell me.
We'll tell you.
So, do other black people think that John Gibbs is a traitor because he's like now part of this whole regime, which is like getting rid of this? Like, is that considered that? I don't know. So if you're a person of color and want to help me with that, I don't know.
I mean, then that what you're implying though is that all black people vote Democrat.
No, but like, do you feel like if somebody's voting and are working with people who are hurting you,
that are fighting against diversity?
Yeah.
No, I would think that if it's just based on diversity, like him helping get rid of that, 100% traitor.
That's
if you're voting Republican, you're not a traitor.
No, not saying that.
Oh,
no.
okay.
No, but this whole like ultra conservative, like getting rid of programs which help.
Now, I don't think he actually did that himself. They voted.
They did that, but like, and then put him in place. The other thing is that for the health department, they're putting somebody who won't even pass. I guess there's a state standards you have to meet to be head of a health department.
They have to take a test or
certain qualifications. I'm not sure exactly what. And this person, they don't think will qualify at all. But so my county is literally going to be the one next time during a pandemic that won't have any measures in place.
Oh, so this is 2 different stories, because I read one a couple days ago about the health. Oh yeah, so
this is all my county doing it in one meeting, their first meeting.
Yeah, it wasn't on the agenda. They brought it up.
All these things they brought up that were
basically a coup.
A coup. Like the first meeting they all had together. They're like, let's ruin this county.
Yeah, because they didn't like the masks and the social distancing
and schools requiring it, and they, but they said no, that's a health department. And then they're like, well, let's take out the health department person who actually knew what they were doing health wise in general.
But I think the state health department would override that, right?
I think so, and it sounds like they have to qualify, and I don't have that one in front of me. I thought it was in this one.
That's embarrassing.
But what in the world?
And you bring in a politician? He does. This is only a ploy. I mean, he doesn't give a fuck about.
No, he doesn't care about. No,
he doesn't care
because he was running for some state seat before this.
Hillary, what's her name? Hillary Skolton, Michigan's 3rd congressional district. And he was an employee of former. I didn't know he was on Trump's administration.
Yeah, I mean, he was tied in very much with that.
Wow. So he doesn't win, so he goes to Ottawa County.
Yeah. I know. This
smells like scandal all over the freaking place.
And it just hurts because, again, there's maybe reasons, but like they're your first meeting, and now I'm in the county, and it just seems like.
So here's my question for you, a challenge. What are you going to do about it? We talked about the TikTok and
the egg price. Going to use this platform to tell people to, I don't know.
Well,
somebody tell us what to do. Somebody tell us how we take care of idiots.
Yeah, I don't even know what I would do. Like, what is my role as a citizen thinking this is ridiculous? Like, who do I contact to say, I mean, you can't contact the administration because the board and the head administration are all wrapped up in this. You call the attorney general? I mean, I don't know.
Oh, she's already on this.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nestle is all over this.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with her, but
stupid county.
But don't you feel like it makes it look to everyone else that Ottawa County is all right-winged? I wonder what the numbers are actually, though.
I think in most areas it's right-winged. In Howland, you have a good liberal section. That's why my county commissioner is a Democrat, because I'm in the one liberal part.
Yeah.
I mean, with being a city, right, it's going to be more liberal, but there's not enough in the city of Howland proper to make up for the whole rest of the county.
And I'm okay if you vote Republican. Well, I don't have anything against
Well, for the most time it was, but these were they ran in the Republican part as the normal Republicans were too liberal. They ran as those.
Okay.
And then their first meeting, they're like, let's let all hell loose.
Again, how did they? I'm confused. If it's illegal, how did it even, like, once it passed, they would have said, this isn't fantasy camp. Like, you just don't get to make your own rules.
And I think maybe the courts will decide, right? Isn't that what courts are for deciding, hey, you didn't do it in a legal way, you got to go back and do it in a legal way, which means
meanwhile, that's going to take 3 years.
Yeah. Well, they could put stays on it. Anyways, I'm just bummed. I'm most bummed for people who are not white in my county, feeling like they don't have a place anymore.
Yeah.
Because everyone does belong in my county.
Yeah. And I think your county probably has much more Spanish speaking people than black
for
people.
Sure. Yeah.
But I mean, that's diversity regardless.
Yeah.
Asian.
And it's saying that there's a lot of Asian north side of Holland. It's just sad because it's saying there's not a place for you, because freedom rings is not what it really means.
No.
That is code for something far different.
We should go and just troll the shit out of his Twitter account, Gibbs.
Oh yeah.
Don't swear, but just be like, are you serious? What are you even doing there?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a politician and you're an administrator for an Ottawa County that's all white. And then you agree with getting rid of the diversity plan. Aren't you black? That's going to be my tweet.
I feel like you get canceled for that one now.
I don't care. I'm uncancelable, bitch.
You're uncancelable.
No one's uncancelable.
I'm just that. Anyways, well, based on this and the orthodontist, you're welcome, people. We left you on a high note.
A high note, right?
And Jason gets to transition us out. So have fun, buddy.
Transition out to what? Are we done?
We're done.
Done.
Transition us out of this.
We don't have any more stories.
No, transition us out,
guys. Thank you so much for listening to this shit show. Threads Podcast Life Unfiltered is a passion project that Ben and I started long ago, and now Mike and I are moving forward, and we would love you to share this episode. Sharing the episode and actually liking a post. Sharing is better. Sharing is caring. Is super important. It really does. Or make a comment, even if you say that sucks. I mean, I'm gonna fight you on the comments, but just make a comment. We'd love for you to comment on the episode. If you want to support us financially, which I don't know why you would, go to threadspodcast.com go to patreon.com, spell it right, /threads podcast. If you do not spell it right, Ben will come after your ass, and he'll come after you with the grammar. He's gonna, man, when he comes on the show, when he eventually does, he's gonna fucking hammer me.
He's a whole list for you.
He's making a list, checking it twice. And as always, if you could join us ridding the world of the Facebook fake, Insta ickies, Twitter takes, by keeping the faith, doing your work, and living life unfiltered. Bye!
Oh, no, you stole that. You stole that. Oh.
But we should try to do our own.
Yeah, but Gerald, you stole it.
I didn't steal it. I just get when I listen to it a lot, it gets into my head. Bye, Kate. Yeah.